Wisconsin permit test practice. Flashcard 1. What does a yellow unbroken line on the center line indicate? Think about the answer before the review. The answer is no passing zone. Flashcard 2. Your license may be revoked upon for 1 year upon blank blank blank. Think of the answer before the review. The answer is second conviction of drunk driving, failure to stop and render aid to the injured, driving after suspension or revocation of license. Flashcard 3. When parking uphill, what direction should your wheels be turned? Think of the answer before the review. The answer is away from the curb left. Flashcard 4. When parking downhill, what direction should your wheels be turned? Think of the answer before the review. The answer is to the curb right. Flashcard 5. What causes skidding accidents? Think of the answer before the review. The answer is going too fast, steering abruptly, braking too hard. Flashcard 6. What should you do when your car starts to skid on a slippery road? Think of the answer before the review. The answer is let off the gas, do not use the brakes, and turn the wheels in the same direction as the skid. Flashcard 7. If two vehicles approach an intersection at about the same time, what driver has the right of way? Think of the answer before the review. The answer is the driver on the left must yield to the driver on the right. Flashcard 8. What should you do when preparing for a right turn? Think of the answer before the review. The answer is signal for at least 100 feet, check traffic to the rear, and drive in the right-hand lane. Flashcard 9. Where is it illegal to park? 1, 2, 4, 10, 15, 25 feet. Think of the answer before the review. The answer is more than *1 *ft from the curb, closer than *2 *ft to the bumper of another parked car, within *4 feet of an alley or driveway, closer than *10 *ft to a fire hydrant, closer than *15 *ft to a crosswalk, within *25 *ft of railroad tracks, in front of a fire station in the alley of a business district. Flashcard 10. When under 18 and driving with an instruction permit, your licensed driver must be blank or blank at least blank years old and have a blank dot blank may ride in the back seat. Think of the answer before the review. The answer is when under 18 and driving with an instruction permit, your licensed driver must be a parent or guardian at least 21 years old and have a regular driver's license. Immediate family members may ride in the back seat. Flashcard 11. When under 18, you may be accompanied by a licensed driver who is not a parent or guardian if they are at least blank years old, have a blank and a blank from your parent or guardian. No one else can be in the car. Think of the answer before the review. The answer is when under 18, you may be accompanied by a licensed driver who is not a parent or guardian if they are at least 21 years old, have a regular driver's license, and a letter of permission from your parent or guardian. No one else can be in the car. Flashcard 12. Speed limit in a school zone when children are present. Think of the answer before the review. The answer is 15. Flashcard 13. A left turn from the one-way street should be made from the blank blank lane. A left turn onto a one-way street should be made into the blank 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 lane. Think of the answer before the review. The answer is a left turn from a one-way street should be made from the extreme left lane. A left turn onto a one-way street should be made into the first open left lane. Flashcard 14. The speed limit in the residential district in a city is blank mph unless a higher speed is posted. Think of the answer before the review. The answer is 25. Flashcard 15. When must headlights be turned on? Think of the answer before the review. The answer is 30 minutes after sundown, 30 minutes before sunrise at any time the weather conditions cause visibility of less than 500 feet, approx. A block and a half when part of a funeral procession. Flashcard 16. What should you do when you hear the siren of an approaching emergency vehicle? What if you are in an intersection? Think of the answer before the review. The answer is pull over to the right and stop. If in an intersection, clear the intersection before pulling over. Flashcard 17. When is passing on the right permitted? Think of the answer before the review. The answer is anytime the roadway is wide enough for two cars to move in the same direction and when the car ahead is making a left turn providing you can remain on the traveled part of the highway. Flashcard 18. How long is a temporary instruction permit valid for? Think of the answer before the review. The answer is 1 year from the date of issue. Flashcard 19. When traveling on an open highway, within how many feet of a following or meeting vehicle should headlights be dimmed or lowered? Think of the answer before the review. The answer is 500 feet across a block and a half. Flashcard 20. To become an urban donor, you must blank. Think of the answer before the review. The answer is check the box on the license application. Send the back of your driver's license. If under 18, notify your parents of your intentions. Flashcard 21. A stop sign, you must blank. Think of the answer before the review. The answer is stop completely at the stop line or before entering a marked crosswalk area. Flashcard 22. When driving in fog, heavy rain or snow at night, what will help you see more clearly? Think of the answer before the review. The answer is using the lower headlight beams. Flashcard 23. If you are found guilty of drunk driving, the cop will bind. Think of the answer before the review. The answer is order an assessment of your drinking habits. Flashcard 24. When must you report an accident to the DMV? Think of the answer before the review. The answer is if someone is injured, if the total property damage is more than $1,000 or $200 to government property. Flashcard 25. What does a constant of flashing red traffic signal mean? Think of the answer before the review. The answer is it always means stop. Flashcard 26. The normal stopping distance of a car traveling 60 miles per hour. Think of the answer before the review. The answer is 268 feet. Flashcard 27. When entering a highway from a private driveway, you must think of the answer before the review. The answer is yield the right-of-way to all vehicles and pedestrians. Flashcard 28. When driving on a two-lane highway, when is it illegal to pass? Think of the answer before the review. The answer is at an intersection, railroad crossing, on a hill or curve. Flashcard 29. When a pedestrian carrying a white cane in an outward or upright position starts to cross the street, you must blank. Think of the answer before the review. The answer is stop not closer than 10 feet to him and take all necessary precautions to avoid injury. Flashcard 30. Before moving your vehicle from one lane to another, you must blank. Think of the answer before the review. The answer is check conditions to the side and rear and give proper signal. Flashcard 31. Does a pedestrian in a crosswalk have the right of way? Think of the answer before the review. The answer is yes, always. Flashcard 32. A diamond-shaped road sign warns you of a blank. Think of the answer before the review. The answer is condition in the road ahead requiring caution and reduced speed. Flashcard 33. When leaving the curve from a parked position, best visibility can be attained by blank. Think of the answer before the review. The answer is looking over the proper shoulder. Do not depend on rear/side view mirrors. Flashcard 34. The DMV Bureau of Driver Control must be notified of a change in address within blank. Think of the answer before the review. The answer is 10 days. Flashcard 35. When backing your car blank, think of the answer before the review. The answer is look directly out of the rear window over your right shoulder. Do not depend on rear view mirror. Flashcard 36. If your license is revoked, you must blank. Think of the answer before the review. The answer is file proof of financial responsibility for 3 years, take all examinations, and pay the examination and reinstatement fee. Flashcard 37. All cars must be registered with the DMV within blank business days and must display blank on the blank. Think of the answer before the review. The answer is, all cars must be registered with the DMV within 2 business days and must display the registration plates on the front and rear of the car. Flashcard 38. All cars must have blank. Think of the answer before the review. The answer is, 2 headlights in working order adjusted to reveal objects 350 feet at taillights and stoplights that are visible for at least 500 feet. Windshield wipers rear view mirrors, 2 separate means of applying brakes, horns, mufflers. Flashcard 39. Loads may not exceed more than blank FT to the front of the vehicle, blank into the right, no extension to the left. If loads extend to the rear more than blank FT, they must be marked by a blank by day and a blank by night. Think of the answer before the review. The answer is, loads may not exceed more than 3 feet to the front of the vehicle, 6 inches to the right, no extension to the left. If loads extend to the rear more than 4 feet, they must be marked by a red flag by day and a red light by night. Flashcard 40. Stickers may only be displayed on blank. Think of the answer before the review. The answer is side rear windows only. Flashcard 41. On a 4-lane highway, slow vehicles should be driven in the blank. Think of the answer before the review. The answer is right-hand lane. Flashcard 42. If you are convicted of violating a restriction on your operator's license, blank. Think of the answer before the review. The answer is, your license may be revoked. Flashcard 43. The proper speed limit is determined by blank, not by the speed limit. You may be arrested for driving too fast for blank, even though you are not exceeding the speed limit. Think of the answer before the review. The answer is, weather conditions. Flashcard 44. Is it okay to drive so slowly that you hold up other traffic? Think of the answer before the review. The answer is, no, unless it is absolutely necessary for safety. Flashcard 45. What should you do if you hit an unattended vehicle causing damage? Think of the answer before the review. The answer is, leave your name and address on the car. Flashcard 46. Can you use your headlights as an indication that you are going to pass? Think of the answer before the review. The answer is, no, never. Flashcard 47. If involved in an accident where somebody is injured, what is the first thing you should do? Think of the answer before the review. The answer is, attend to the injured person. Do not attempt to move them unless they are in a dangerous situation. Moving them may result in further injuries. Flashcard 48. What does an inverted triangle-shaped sign mean? Think of the answer before the review. The answer is, the other driver has the right of way over you. Flashcard 49. Do parked vehicles have the right of way over moving vehicles? Think of the answer before the review. The answer is, no, even if they signal their intention to move, moving vehicles have the right of way. Flashcard 50. If a school bus is stopped with red lights flashing on an undivided or 2-lane highway, what traffic stops? Think of the answer before the review. The answer is, traffic in both lanes stops until the red lights are turned off. However, if the highway was divided, traffic in the opposite lane of the bus would not be required to stop. Flashcard 51. Where are U-turns illegal? Think of the answer before the review. The answer is, intersections controlled by traffic signals or a traffic officer mid-blocked in a business district, mid-plot on a through street in a residential area. Flashcard 52. Do bicyclists and motorcyclists have the same rights, privileges, and responsibilities as motorists? Think of the answer before the review. The answer is, yes. Flashcard 53. Double reflectors are used to outline blank on freeways. Think of the answer before the review. The answer is, all exit and entrance ramps. Flashcard 54. White reflectors serve as blank for the freeway system during inclement weather. Think of the answer before the review. The answer is, an outline. Flashcard 55. After passing another vehicle, what should you wait for before returning to the other lane? Think of the answer before the review. The answer is until your rearview mirror shows a headlamp of the vehicle passed. Flashcard 56. What does a green arrow traffic signal shown alone mean? Think of the answer before the review. The answer is, it allows you to enter the intersection only to proceed in the direction indicated by the arrow. You must yield the right-of-way to pedestrians or other traffic in the intersection. Flashcard 57. What does a flashing yellow light mean? Think of the answer before the review. The answer is caution. Flashcard 58. What should you do when being passed? Think of the answer before the review. The answer is stay in your lane and allow the overtaking vehicle to pass. It is unlawful to increase your speed.